welcome on my channel, Twin Flames Work. Today with my twin flame Deb.
Hi.
And I'm happy to speak to you again after a long kind of break, and I would like to explain why I made this break on my channel and why my channel is now our channel and it is called now Twin Flames Embrace. Yeah. Let's start with the topic of the video. It's the sacred revealing of your true twin flame, and this explains also why I made this long break, because coming together with your true twin flame is not something you meet someone and then you are together with this person. When you come together with your true twin flame, often Jeff and Celia speak in their teaching, you can amplify all the feelings you have inside of you. So it was very important for us to kind of ground all this love we called in from God. And so we had, and because we were very fast in coming together also in the physical, and Deb came from Argentina, living with me in Austria. And so we had to do a lot of inner healing work, and we had to learn to be together. And we did every day our inner healing work and made the mirror exercise. I made already videos about that. Yeah, and we decided to work together also as ascension coaches, and we felt guided to rename our business Twin Flames Embrace. And we are living together since
end July. So it's a little over almost 2 months. No. 1 month.
Yeah.
A little over a month.
You came in June.
June?
Yes.
Was it June? Oh, it was in June. Okay, so it's 2 months.
Yes. And we just did every day our inner healing work and learned to be together, and that's why we made a break on making YouTube videos. And now I have to say I'm really happy making videos again and talking about our experiences and talking about
our journey, sharing how we progress.
Yeah, and how we came together and how supportive the teaching of Jeff and Celia was every day and every minute when we had to work through upsets or fear. And maybe you would like to share how God showed you who is your true twin flame.
Oh, that was it was in May, end of April or beginning of May, I don't remember the date. And I suddenly felt the pull to reach out to Paco and say, are you open to exploring whether we are twin flames or not? And Paco
maybe you explain also where we first met and why we were in contact.
Oh, okay. So I have to rewind a little bit more. Okay. We met actually in the community in Twin Flame Universe around 2 years ago.
Yes.
I was hosting a discussion group for the the Twin Flame Ascension School classes, and pretty much at the very moment that I took over hosting one of these groups, Paco joined. Back then he wasn't Paco, so it was very difficult to recognize him as my twin flame. But he joined my group, and we kind of met each other from there. We had weekly meetings, and we started having a bit of a conversation every once in a while since that moment.
Yes.
And it was kind of coming and going. We weren't really much in communication, but every once in a while we would drop a message and we will share about our journeys, or hey, how's everything going, and have you made any progress with your twin flame, or the persons that were revealed to us as our twin flame back in that moment. And this conversation kind of kept going naturally. We didn't force it until a couple of months ago. We started talking a little bit more. We would find something on our Instagrams that will spark the conversation, and we started sharing a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, until there was, like I was saying at the beginning, this kind of nudge from the universe, okay, what if Paco is your twin flame? And like God in his own way was already leading me, at least in my case, to exploring whether he was or not my twin flame. And this started in January 2019, when a lot of same-sex unions couples within the community were being revealed as twin flames. And I was like invited into exploring whether this could be also my truth. And I had to work through some of my blogs.
Invited from God.
Yeah,
you just always had the conversation with God.
Yeah, it's like it's always God who is like giving you the idea or kind of like the push. And so God basically was like, it kind of also sparked from my own curiosity. Like if all these people who have been in the school, many of them were long-standing students from Jeff and Shelia who suddenly started revealing their true twin flames within the community. I was like, if it happened to them, why am I the exception? It could happen to me too. And so God was like, okay, what if your twin flame was in a woman's body?
And so you learned not being attached to a specific person.
Yeah, I had to work through my blogs, and I remember it was like this one particular night that I was having this conversation in my heart space with God. And I was like, okay, if this is the person that you have for me, it doesn't matter which body they are in. Ultimately, I choose to be with my ultimate lover. I choose to be with my twin flame regardless of how they look like or anything. And that was enough. I was like, okay, you're open to receiving your truth. So life kept happening. And a couple months later, in one of my coaching sessions with my coach, I felt again, what if, back then you were Cornelia, not Paco. So what if Cornelia is your twin flame? And I explored this with my ascension coach. And I felt like we were kind of like kindred spirits, but not really twin flames yet. But that was enough. I was like, okay, there's something there to keep exploring. And a couple months later, like we continue doing our inner healing, Paco actually came out as transgender and claimed like his full self. And this also kind of like speeded up our revealing process. So by like March or April this year, I felt again the nudge. God was saying, okay, what if Paco is your twin flame? And that's when I reached out to him and said, yeah, I'm feeling guided to explore this with you, and Paco will share his side of his experience. And he was like, oh yeah, I was gonna tell you the same. Should we hop on a call and get clear on our love list and see how we feel about it? And yeah, we basically moved really fast on this one. We got on a call, we read our love list, and even like as we were working through our blogs and certain like fears that were coming up, for me it was as if we were both describing the same person with different words. And so once the call was ended, I kind of already knew that I had revealed my twin flame. And yeah, I just gave myself the space to process, keep working through the blogs that were appearing. And yeah, once we were able to kind of like work through, my big block, so to speak, we were able to start talking every day. And get clear and take the steps that led basically to taking a flight and being here.
Yeah, and that's why we made this break. I already explained, and now I'm really very happy that I can talk now to you again. Now with my twin flame, and Deb already shared what was the facts which helped her revealing her true twin flame, and in my case my true twin flame. It was the clarity in our hearts, and we find our true twin flame in our heart, and you see your true twin flame in your heart, And the deeper and the clearer you go into your heart and you find your true self, the clearer you can reveal why you see your true twin flame. Because your twin flame is always a mirror. And when you are not clear about yourself, you don't need to be transgender. In my case, it was it.
Yeah.
It can be that you just live as a woman, something you don't truly are, or as a man, you live a life you think that is a man, but it's not really your true self. And that's why sometimes it's difficult to see your true twin flame, because you kind of not explore your true self. And that's why we always say nobody can tell you who is your true twin flame. You just reveal the truth in your heart. And extremely helpful for seeing the truth in your heart is this twin flame love list. Because in this twin flame love list you write down what you feel in your heart. And the more clear you get with your twin flame love list, and the more honest you are with yourself, and you write down everything you truly feel in your heart, even you don't know yet how this can become true, that my twin flame will match this one point, you will see that God can make miracles when you just keep going, loving yourself and healing inside yourself, that you can let go of fear, pain and illusion. That is how you reveal your true twin flame, in loving yourself, doing your inner healing work, that you can grow in your self-love, in that you get clarity in your heart, and that you can feel safe in receiving the truth. It's all about the truth. It's all about your connection with the truth. It's all about you seeing the truth in your heart. Nobody on the outside can tell you who is your true twin flame. You feel it in your heart. Sometimes God just guides people around you to help you doing the next step, because you have to do steps sometimes also on the outside to do your inner healing work again, that you gain more clarity.
Yeah, it's like an exploration journey. Because
Yes.
it would be interesting to see how it was your revealing process, because you also have to go through these steps with other people that you felt guided to explore whether they were
Exactly. It's this kind of, we say false twin flames, because the people are not false, but it was for me not the right person. It was for me not my right twin flame, but
they resemble your twin flame, but they are not in truth your twin flame.
And it started also when I came into the community. I thought the person I felt guided is my twin flame, and I just made my inner healing work, and I learned the mirror exercise, which helped me from the first mirror exercise I did a lot, because I just learned to love myself always in every area of my life, and always when I felt not good or angry about something, I was able to do the mirror exercise. And the more I did it, and the deeper I went into loving myself, the more this person appeared also in my heart. It was, I didn't felt any connection with this person anymore. But I had to learn to love this person fully. It means 100%, that I can reveal her 100% as not my true twin flame. So I did that, and I healed through, and I cried, and I let go of my illusions, and then God guided me to explore with another person, and I just said, okay, I don't really like it, but I listened to the truth in my heart. Nobody told me anything, I just listened to the truth in my heart. So I explored again, and I had to love myself and the person also fully and 100%, that I can let go of this person. And everything, it was just helpful for me to heal the blocks inside of me, because in every person before my true twin flame was revealed to me, I got blocked. And this was just always, God showed me always I blocked my something inside of me. And in my case, it was in my case my true self, as a man, as a divine masculine, and I blocked that all my life. And so every time I thought I found my true love, at some point, it always happened, at some point also before I came into the topic of twin flames, I always believed in this one true love, and I always got blocked from this person in any way, in different ways, but I always get blocked from them. I would never was able to come closer to them, because I get always mirrored this block I had inside of me to my true self. And so I mirrored being blocked, and I mirrored it again and again until I was ready to receive my true self as a divine masculine, as a man. And this was kind of the last big block for me to receive my true twin flame. Yeah. And so it's the revealing. The revealing is all about you, yourself in truth, that you love yourself, your true self, and then very peacefully your true twin flame. It was very peaceful when you came into my life.
Yeah, and it's about like feeling safe in exploring whatever takes place, like being really open. And like Paco was sharing, it doesn't mean that because you are guided into whatever step is in front of you, you have to be completely on board with it. You can have your upsets about it, of course, but you can also choose to work through them and find like your peace in that. And the revealing process is never forced upon you. It's always very compassionate. Like I was saying in my side of the story, God was like guiding me perfectly, and He never gave me more than I could actually process in that moment, because he knew what was compassionate and what wasn't.
Yeah.
So when we reveal each other was the most compassionate, and we were both ready to receive that.
Yes.
Because he was explaining at the very beginning, being with our true twin flames amplifies everything.
Yes.
Like what we perceive as good and bad in us.
Yes.
So it's the best thing that we can do is kind of like be mastered in our healing. So when this happens, we know what to do, and it's easier to move through the blocks that appear, and and enjoy being with your twin flame and like having fun.
Yes, exactly. And because being with your twin flame is different to the relationships you are used to with soulmates, because it's something very divine and spiritual. And that's the truth about your twin flame. There is a difference to other relationships. You cannot bypass any feelings. Being with your true twin flame means you are constantly feeling your feelings, otherwise you cannot be with your twin flame. And it's very divine, and it's a very sacred process and a state of being with your twin flame.
It's an invitation to love yourself unconditionally.
Yes, exactly.
So we gotta be open and willing to do that.
Yeah.
And even if it gets like difficult or tough, we all of course have like fights and stuff like that, but we find our way to work through them
with help.
Yeah, of course.
Only with help and support. And it's the teaching from Jeff and Julia, we are able to sustain being together. And everyone can, and it's for everyone. Everyone can have that, and everyone can be with her true twin flame.
And enjoy life.
And enjoy life.
In a relationship where you don't really have to sell or chop parts of who you are to be around that person.
No.
You actually are invited to be, and I think one of the key components that we mentioned is like being completely honest.
Yes.
And this is something that we are not really used to in our relationships, but by God, it's so yummy.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah.
So,
this was our first video, a little bit longer because we made such a long break, and we have a lot to share with you guys. And I really
a lot of updates.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed this video making with you. And we are working now together, Twin Flames Embrace. If you are interested in working with an ascension coach, you can work with us. We have one-on-one coaching, and we also offer group coaching. You find all our services on our website, twinflamesembrace.com. And we are looking forward making more videos, and stay safe and see you soon. Bye.
Bye guys.
you.